Oh, it's out of focus. Probably a good thing. There we go. How you doing? Right. As you know, we're doing a couple of little live beers here. So let's get Wraggy up from down in the basement.
Good afternoon.
Boom.
Good afternoon.
Hello, how you doing, mate? You all right? Finally, we got round to doing this. It's been a long time coming, isn't it?
It has, yeah. It's good. Good.
Yeah. I'm going to try and keep up with the comments and stuff. There's a fair few there already, but let me just change the old background for a second.
I've been trying to keep on with the comments, but I can't see them for some strange reason. My laptop's playing up.
All right. No worries. No worries. I mean, normally it's my laptop or it's out of focus, or hopefully it's looking clear. So, right then. So, have you had these beers before? You had the Hobgoblin?
Both of them. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I've had Ghost. I've never had this before. I mean, I actually got this at a local off license. I didn't go to the supermarket. I just, but yeah, obviously Hobgoblin. You know, pretty well known brand and all that sort of stuff. But yeah,
it's funny because in my eyes they diluted the Hobgoblin brand by bringing all these out. But you know, obviously there's a game to be played. So you know, when you change Hobgoblin to Hobgoblin Ruby, then you've got the IPA, the Gold. It makes you wonder what's coming next.
I mean, I'm not too fussed, to be fair, personally. I'm not, you know, obviously, is it Marston's, isn't it? Hobgoblin, I believe.
Yeah. Part of the Marston group.
So, well, under that umbrella of how many breweries they've got now, I'm not too sure. But let's crack it open then. Let's crack open the beer in question. Why not? How's your day been? All right.
It's been good. I mean, I had a garden to do this morning, so the fourth one of the weekend, and it all brings money for the beer. So you know
exactly. Yeah. That's
I mean, all my other money's used up, so this is my only means of getting money for beer.
Yeah.
The wife won't let me buy money out the food money, which you can understand, really.
Well, no, that's right. I understand that, but yeah,
it's a nice looking pour. It's been a while.
It's all right. It's I've had this, as I say, this beer has been in the fridge for probably about a month, but yeah, it's I mean, traditional, more kind of traditional beer, craft beer,
definitely a traditional IPA. Certainly not craft.
No, but yeah, let me just put this. Where is it? That one. There we go. Throw that on the screen as well. So 5%. I think it's 5%. That's what Untapped said. I didn't look at the bottle. 5.3 on the bottle. It's wrong. They're wrong. There you go.
Is it 5% on draft?
Yeah, I don't. Well, it's just what Untapped have just said. It's like they got it. Terrible. Get it right eventually. There we go. But yeah, nice kind of. Yours looks. I mean, it's probably the light. Yours looks a lot darker than mine.
Yeah, that's the beer room for you. That's why I end up using this, because I can't see. I've got the light beaming down. It's like being in a studio. So you've got the lights beaming down on you, so it makes me look good. Then this side, it's like dark hole of Calcutta. So I can't see, and you know, it's not my eyes. Well, it might be my eyes, but you know. So it says on the back, because I can read it.
Go for it. Yeah.
Prepare for an intense tropical explosion from the shores of the Pacific. Zesty oranges, grapefruit, honey, and juicy bitterness. Winner of the world's best IPA award. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of beers that claim to be the best.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know. Yeah.
It may be the best traditional IPA, but you can't call it the best IPA all over. I don't know.
No, I mean, yeah, within kind of style, well, traditional boundaries, who knows? But yeah, let's get a nose on this thing then. Well,
There's certainly, the nose is subtle.
Yeah.
There's definitely a hint of citrus on the nose, that's for sure. I get that anyway.
Yeah,
Don't get much else to be fair.
It's slightly sweet. Yeah, like I say, more of a. There's a slight kind of. It's like a sweet malt going on with a slight hint of citrus, and then. Cheers. let's go in. Quite it's quite mellow, but it's got a bit, it marries up with the aroma, I think, to a degree.
Yeah,
kind of light citrus, a little bit of malt bill in there. What are you getting?
you know, to me, I know it says it's one of the world's best award, but for me, I don't know. And this is the thing, you know, this beers that came out. This would have came out about 7 years ago, I think. And beers from 7 years ago struggle these days because we are. When you look at the craft beer generation, we're so overwhelmed with decent tasting and smelling beers that some of these that say that they're the world's best are nowhere near that. I mean, I think it's one of them beers that you need to get your palate washed out. I've had a sneaky beer off camera, so that may have just, you know.
Yeah,
I need to get a bit further in to get the real taste.
Yeah, I often find that with you go down to get a cask pint. Sometimes it takes you half a pint, maybe 3/4 of a pint, to actually get a real proper feel of the beer. I mean, that's just me, but yeah, I've got a couple of cheeky beers on the go as well. Just sort of, the flies seem to be, well, one fruit fly seems to like one of them. He's having a good time in there, but yeah, no, I mean, like you say with the awards and stuff like that, it's more. I mean, I don't check up on these things whether or not. I mean, they're obviously true, but it just feels that there's a lot of breweries that won awards all the time. It's just like, well, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's.
Is it a case where they give out awards to make the breweries feel better? Because I'll drink them and think to myself, how did this win an award for being the world's best? I'll drink it and think, it's not even one of my favourites. You know, no matter world's best. It makes it sound good for Marston's, though, from that point of view.
Right, I'm just going to go through a few comments so we chat away. I'm not going to read them out. I'm just going to throw them up on the screen as we're going along, because all that sort of thing. So thanks for everyone who's commented. Really appreciate it. So yeah, but no, it's cheers. Local, is he local to you, isn't he?
I don't think so.
I'm getting mixed up. Don't worry about me.
Liam's local.
Ah, right. So cheers, Negan. Hope you're doing well. We got Andy. Cheers. Yeah, sorry, I was a little bit late. I was trying to time it with dinner for the little one and it just about overrun a little bit. But yeah, it's typical. It is. Yeah, it's very arrogant. I agree. I hope you did all right, Thomas. but yeah, we had a countdown on all that ridiculous stuff. I know, making people wait. It's wrong, isn't it? Could have been watching the football, being boring. But just a few minutes left yet. So if you're into that sort of thing, got John Beerling. Good evening, sir. How are you? Hope you're keeping well. Sorry, I'm well behind on comments. It's just the way it is. Yeah, I must admit this isn't as bad as I thought it would be. To be honest with you, cheers, Benjamin.
You see, it depends what background of beers you came from. I mean, my love affair with beers was about before I went to Sainsbury's. So you're looking about 2008, roughly, when I really started going on real ales and traditional beers. Then obviously I jumped into Sainsbury's at 2010. Absolutely loved the beer world, and ever since, I've absolutely loved everything to do with beers. Obviously, I'm not as knowledgeable on some of the craft companies as obviously the likes of you would be and some of the other people out there.
Well, I'm not really.
But and
I just drink.
Well, yeah, fair play. Yeah. I only do beer reviews to have a sneaky beer, and that's always been the premise, and it's an interesting hobby. It's not a cheap hobby for none of us, because when these beers are paying anything up to 10 quid a time, it's like and beyond. Wow.
Oh yeah, they can do. I mean, sharing bottles are more expensive, which you expect, like 750ml bottle. And I don't mind paying the extra. So you go into a bottle share, everyone brings 2 or 3 of these big things, and you share it all out, and then they've got 3, and then share it all out, and that's a good way of, finding out what stuffs are, especially the big old bottles.
Oh, so that's what a bottle share is, right? Yeah.
That's what.
I didn't know that.
You bring like 3 big bottles, big ones, big ones, and then you just share it around a group of people and stuff like that. It's great. Try some really stuff you wouldn't normally buy because it's expense. All right, you've got to buy 3, which is a bit, not the sort of money you generally want to spend on beer. But bottle shares are great. I do love them. So hopefully we have a few later in.
I should have done that the other day with that Ninkasi that I drank.
Dear. Yeah, that. Well, yeah. It sounded a bit not your cup of tea. So
I don't think it was anybody's cup of tea.
I don't know if I've had it before, to be honest. I don't think I've had that one before. I've had one with a very similar name, but I can't remember what it's called. But
I need to get Bullman to do it as a Friday challenge and watch his face.
Yeah. I must admit, your picture is really clear. It's clearer than what I think so.
What also helps is the sunlight's beaming in.
Yeah.
And I also gave the camera a quick wipe because it as well, so that may help.
StreamYard do sort out. I'm not gonna go there. But StreamYard do StreamYard do kind of. I don't know what they do to the picture sometimes, but they enhance it. There's a thing it runs through their server, I think, anyway, and it's definitely working. Your mind's can be a bit choppy, so I'm drinking. This beer is going down very easily, I must admit. Let me just take a photograph of that before I drink it all, because I'm like that with beer. Even the Hobgoblin.
I've noticed that on Instagram that people take photographs of the beer. I never do, and I think that's why I'm still on about 300 followers. Everyone thinks, yeah.
I think what I did was I think it's all down to what hashtags you use.
Right.
If you find the popular or there's some hashtags have not very many kind of uses. There's others that have got millions. So if you use the ones that have been used more, then you're going to get yourself out, because a lot of people follow these hashtags as an actual thing, and then you'll get hashtags coming up if people have posted and all that sort of stuff. So, not that I do like Instagram, and I think it's better than a few of the other platforms, shall we say? But But yeah, I mean, then you've got Untapped and stuff like that, which I think is a great kind of library for what you've drunk yourself. That's the only reason I use it and add to it. But like you say, you can't do every. I mean, I've got very lax with posting on social media. To be fair, I've probably got about 10 reviews to post, and I'm just like,
yeah, it's funny because up until earlier, I didn't even know you had a Facebook page, and I tried to be watching and being nosy. And there's the chat. There's a lot of people chatting.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm neglecting everyone. It's just, I'm sorry.
That's my only thing with street. Can you auto, or can it go auto where the chat just shows up?
No, it's not on StreamYard. I mean, everyone who's watching probably can see the comments as they go live. And then I'm just putting them on screen. I assume, yeah. It's like normal YouTube. On the YouTube page, it will be. So you're looking at the comments before me, so
I've got the pop-up chat on my. That's just because it's. I think it's an anxiety thing. I have to look, and I'm seeing people talking, and it's.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean. I'm trying to do it in order, but obviously I'm looking.
I have noticed with StreamYard that it is a struggle keeping up with the chat. It really is.
It's a nightmare. It can be a nightmare, but I do my best and all that. So I'm going through. So people are saying hello to each other quite a lot, that helps me get through down to,
down to the people that are asking questions or something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, which is good because everyone knows who's in the chat, so I'll keep it like that really. He's not minted. Have you got any mint growing in the gardens?
Must be minted. No. I've actually got mint growing at one of the workplaces. No, I'm not minted. No. I charge 15 quid an hour. I do about a couple of hours on each, and then I go and buy beers. And I spent 50 quid yesterday on beers. I've got 40 quid to spend today, and I'm going to spend that at Adventure Beer tonight.
Cool.
Pentridge are doing their 5th anniversary, and they've released 5 beers for the 5th anniversary. An Imperial Stout, a couple of Imperial IPAs, and a couple of others. 24 quid for the 5, which I don't think is too bad for the beers in question. So I'm going to get them and then get a few more. It's a good thing the wife don't moan about how much I spend on beer, because this weekend it's been about 90 quid. But when they're not cheap, you don't get a lot of beers for 90 quid. It's in supermarket prices.
No. Well, at least you're not on. I mean, she doesn't watch your channel, does she? So I wouldn't have thought so.
Yeah, but she knows what I'm spending.
Yeah. Sometimes if it's like cash in hand or whatever, it's like, Christ, £15 an hour. God, it'd be about a few grand for you to do my garden. I must admit, I had visions of doing stuff to my garden this year, and it just never happened. And now I think I've missed the boat with it all. So
the funny thing is, I've been a gardener since I was 10 years old, so 39 years. 33 years of those years, bar the 5 at Sainsbury's, but I was still gardening, at Sainsbury's. So I can do your garden in probably a quarter of the time that most other gardeners can, because I know how to do it quicker, more clever, and make the job as easy as you can get. It's all about what's the word? Just knowledge, It's experience.
Yeah. So John's drinking North Downs Tidal Pool, which is a brewery just up the road from me in Margate. I've actually got it in the fridge. Actually, I reviewed their porter. I can't remember what it's called. Very similar kind of beer around Christmas time. I've got that one in the fridge. Good reminder. Actually, I might have that later and do a review of it. I've been trying to mix in a lot of local reviews lately and stuff like that.
I love that, because local reviews are key, and the reason is that local beers will show up in national shops. So by doing the local stuff, you're actually getting the beer before all the shops in the country. That beer goes to the shops. You've already reviewed it. They'll think, well, what's this beer like? they'll check out your review. So it's a good thing. You know, it's not all about the supermarket stuff.
No, I mean, I've had 7 supermarket beers bought for me for my birthday last month, but a few of them I've already had before. I think I've reviewed before, so I've just been drinking them. There's actually one beer that I actually, you know what, I might review it, and it's that what's it called? Oh, it's the Northern Star Chocolate Caramel Biscuit Porter. Where is it? That one. I might actually review this one. So, which is a Tesco's jobby, but it was bought for me, and I thought, because I've had another version. I've reviewed another version of this one a few years back. Because there is.
Have you had North Star?
No, no, it sounds good, but
It's amazing. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I will. I might. I don't know. I'm still trying to support local shops and stuff. So, and they're not going to turn up there. So it's just the way it is. For now, until things get properly back on their feet, then the supermarkets don't need my money. You know.
No, they don't. The supermarkets could have done a hell of a lot more for the local beer around the country. They could have done so much more.
Yeah, I mean, if I'd been in charge, that would have happened. That would have been like, if I was up on, I'd be like, right, lots of local businesses are going to be struggling. I know there's contracts they've got and all that. I get all that, but times like these, which don't happen fairly often, thank God.
Thank God.
You've got, you know what I mean? You've got to. I mean, I'd rather them done that than post an advert saying, "Oh, today, go and support your local little advert thing," whenever that was a few weeks ago. I'd rather have said, right, all your local, wherever your local thing is, just turn up, put your stuff on the shelf, and we won't charge you for it. You know, that's what I would have done, but shelf space, money, and stuff like that. I don't know.
I think they could have allowed pop-up shops, even on their premises, at the entrances, or even in the car park. Allow pop-up, local breweries to do pop-ups. And I tell you what, it would have helped massively. It's all about rewarding it together.
I know, that's it. Well, I've heard that so many times, but then there is times where you see that, unfortunately, we're not. But anyway, Sam, how you doing, mate? Hope you're keeping well. So he's from down under. So, Cross, you're cracking open a beer. What time is it where you are?
3 in the morning?
No, well, it must. I reckon it's about 5:30.
That's legend status.
He's waking up and cracking a beer. That's not bad, is it? Yeah. So range and pressure drop. You see, you get pressure drop down there. Wow, that's amazing. Fair play to you. I can't do it.
No. Disappoint me, you can't.
No. I mean, I used to work the night shift, so where are we in the comments? It's just jumped. I thought I was near the bottom there. I can't even find a comment. Ridiculous. Will I find it? I can't even find it. Oh, it's up there. Blimey, that's about 20 minutes ago. Never mind.
We do apologise, everyone.
Wow. It's just, I can't. It's impossible. It's just one of them deals. So.
How do you feel about the beer?
We're just going to chat.
How do you feel about the beer now? Now you've got your mouth washed to it. It's definitely got more malty. It's definitely traditional.
the sweetness seems to have tailed off for me. It's dropped a little bit. It's more kind of malty, still citrusy, but it's definitely more malt forward than anything else. But I'm enjoying it. You know, I like a bit of malt in a beer. I think a lot of things with these. I mean, there's amazing beers out there within the craft realm. They seem, a lot of them, certainly in styles, are very one-dimensional, and but it's very nice, very good. There's not a whole lot between them for me. You're not going to get as much malt in this as you are. I mean, it's classed as a. What's it? It's on the screen. It's according to Untapped, at least. It's classed as an English IPA. Now, I haven't even looked at the hops, but then it says. Yeah, British hops and varieties gathered from the far-flung shores of the Pacific, whatever that means. I wish they'd actually say. I like to find out. You know, I like to know. But
so British hops from the Pacific, but the ocean next to it is the Atlantic. So where did
I don't know. I don't get all that, but whatever. There's definitely the English element within the beer. You can tell with the malt forwardness of it. But I think that kind of, it'd be interesting. I mean, I don't. They're not going to, but would they use like have their own versions of beer where they used more kind of the New England hops, and then mix it with that malt bill, whatever they use, whether it's, I don't know. Be interesting to see. You know,
they're not stating a lot on the bottle, are they? I mean, it's a nice enough beer. I don't class it as a world class one though.
No, I mean it's pleasant. It's pleasant enough, but it's nice. I mean, as I say, it's a welcome change to what I've been generally drinking over the lockdown months and stuff. So
yeah, I have noticed that you're more of a. For me, what I've noticed is that you're more of a craft beer drinker than the traditional.
Yeah, I mean, I want to mix it up even more though. It's definitely become more kind of craft centric. It's probably because I enjoy them, I guess. I review what I enjoy.
Best way.
But then I've also got a little bit of there's been a lot of politics in beer the last few weeks and stuff like that. So
with the cloud water. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. And I'm kind of been put off by that brewery because of that. I ain't got a problem with supermarket beers and stuff in general. If it opens up the doors to people, then I think that's a great thing. But for me, it's more integrity and you know.
So it says here. I'm just reading the comments. Andy's. I'm way ahead of you, but Andy's put. Yeah, apparently, Hobgoblin IPA has Fuggles, Golding, and Styrian hops, and some US hops too.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell the English element with it. It's quite fruity almost. It's got a slight hedgerow-esque fruit kind of vibe for me going with it.
And the US hops are Citra, Centennial, Chinook, and Mosaic. That's a lot of different hops.
See, interesting. I didn't do any research, so it's like, you know, too busy and stuff. But definitely get the Citra element with it. But I'm also getting that fruity kind of esters from the British hops. Hedgerow, slight kind of, there's a slight kind of like maybe red currant berry-esque thing going through it. I don't know, a little bit earthy. Yeah, I saw that. But I don't know. It's just more. But then it goes well with the malt for me.
See, the further you get down, you know, when you get to the last bit of the pint, then it starts to, the flavours really come out because your mouth is washed with it. And you should never judge anything. It's like that, the recent Audi beers, especially that double IPA, which was rancid. People were taking 2 sips and chucking it. I went to the end. I mean, it got no better, but I went to the end because I wanted to see how bad or good if it became good. It never did, but I wanted to see. And Raggy loves flies.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
No,
I don't like what.
I must admit, it's better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I think it's just my palate is screaming out for something different. If I had about 4 or 5 of these in a row, I'd be sick to death of it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, give me something, But
I think that's the thing with beer reviewing and drinking beers in particular. All of us drink beers, but just recently I've got so bored of blooming IPAs, especially craft IPAs. I mean, I've drank the Cloudwater one earlier, and I wasn't impressed in the slightest. The one from Tesco, the double dry hop pale, and I wasn't impressed. It didn't deliver anything that I've not tasted elsewhere. Despite Cloudwater having this holier than God name, our beers are the best. Well, they're not. But that's just my opinion, obviously.
Yeah. No, it's interesting just to. I think with beers though, your palate can become literally saturated within styles of beer. If you're drinking the hop forward stuff, it just gets a bit. That's why I try and mix it up a little bit if I can, but it's very difficult.
Mixing's great. I mean, the other day, I actually drank a Berliner Weisse. That was me posting.
Yeah.
I drank a Berliner Weisse that was actually a rhubarb crumble beer. And I'll tell you what, it blew your mind. It's a bloody Berliner Weisse, but it tastes like rhubarb. It was like an alcoholic rhubarb crumble. And it's like, wow. And it was amazing. And the really amazing thing, this is a nano brewery based in Nottingham. A bloke who on a Saturday and Sunday, he works all week. He's got a little unit, and after work and at the weekend, he goes down and they do their brewing. And it was a collaboration with Trinity Brewing Company. I don't know if you know them. I think they're based in Derby or somewhere.
Yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah, I don't think I've had anything from them because you've got Affinity in London. They've just literally they've only just opened a bottle shop in Broadstairs actually, and then you got the one you're talking about, a very kind of similar name. You get them mixed up easy. Was it Affinity or Trinity? So I've mixed it up.
Trinity and Bang the Elephant, and Bang the Elephant. If you ever see them about, some of their brews are amazing, absolutely amazing. It was bang on the
banging.
Good to see that where you've brought from the local micro pub, and that's good.
Yeah,
you're supporting.
I try. It's difficult. You can't support everyone. I try and vary it a bit. I'm just trying to keep finances more local, and it's no disrespect to anyone else. It's just conscience took over, and I supported the Little Swift a hell of a lot during all the lockdowns because I want them to be there at the other end, and that's what even like Wantsum Brewery, Time and Tide, the Ramsgate Brewery and stuff like that. I've been trying to support them all, but it can get difficult. But anyway, cheers, John. No worries, mate. But are you nearly finished your first beer, or I've got that much left? Same as that. So yeah. I mean, the next beer was I've had it quite a lot. It's kind of Jake's neck of the wood, Southwold, Suffolk.
Ah, right, yeah.
But, yeah, I know. Oh, Hobgoblin are out of Oxfordshire. I only just found that out fairly recently for some reason. For some reason, I thought it was down in Hampshire, but I don't know. What do I know? But yeah, so I'm probably just going to skip down. I'm just going to have a quick squint through the messages.
Yeah.
And then I'm not going to post everyone, so don't be offended if I don't. We've probably lost a few people because of that. But it is what it is. So I don't know what's that in reference to. So there's trouble with being so far out of.
Yeah, I went to Asda yesterday and picked up a beer that I think I've already reviewed. But you can't win them all.
You could do a re-review, and you know, if it was fairly recent, then obviously it's no good.
No, it was a while ago. Yeah, but a 600 beer review. It's like 1,600 beer reviews ago. So, and it's strange.
That's got to be a month ago. That's about a month ago. About a month ago, I reckon.
I went into Asda, and their beer range. It was crap. It was. I went into the big Asda. This is, and at my little Asda, there's like triple the amount of craft beers. I went into the big Asda, and there's nothing. And there was a few beers that definitely were new to me. They may not have been new on the shelf, but they were certainly new to me. But hey, you can't win them all. And, you know, so.
Yeah. I'm just going to basically go all the way down to the bottom, and then don't do this to me. So I was trying to do something, then I had a pop-up come. Is that going to end up posting this? I don't know. I had a notification come through, and I was just about to click on something else, and oh, here it comes. Right, let me just get rid of that. I thought it was going to do that. But let me just get that and that off, because I was going to do like a screen share for Untapped, but my PC ain't going to cope. It can't cope. It doesn't do fast. Right, so I'm down to the very beginning of the comments. So apologies for any comments that I've missed. So I'm down to this. This is the latest one I can see anyway. So you've pulled yours already, so I'm just going to let this. Right. I must admit, I do like this. I haven't had this beer for quite a long time. Incidentally, on the neck of your bottle, what has got a best before date?
Oh,
mine's in bright yellow.
See neck, right. Best before is December 2000. No, is it 23? No way.
Can't be.
It's. Do you know what? You get the 2 and the 2, and then the last digit is smudged or not been printed on properly.
All right, mine's
looks like 21.
January 2022 is mine. It's got it in bright. It's not that it's in.
Yeah. The last digit's totally smudged. I mean, I only bought it about a month ago.
Yeah, I bought mine about a month ago, something like that. Bits and bats going on, so it's like Easter and all that sort of stuff. Opened up like support bubbles for my little one. She needed it, and so did family and stuff. So that's been done. That's why I'm not too sure, you know, what not since put that comment up. Most people are talking to everyone else, which is good. So
they are. Somebody wants the bell, so I'll give the bell a ring.
Go on then. Jesus.
Yeah, I do apologise for your ears.
That's ringing.
That rings a bell, doesn't it?
It does.
Someone said that Miles has put, Kent, could you outdrink Wraggy? Yeah, all day long. Yeah. Me? I'm not a big drinker.
I'm slowly dwindling when it comes to what I can drink these days. I think it's because I don't drink quite as much as I used to, and it's slowly. I was not steaming, but the next day, yesterday after Friday, oh dear me, I can't, can't do
I
it.
think.
Well, I'd had a few imperial stouts and stuff, so that
Oh,
might
bless
be
you.
something to do. But yeah, I'm trying to session 10% things, which is probably my problem.
Yeah. You see, the problem with me, and this is why I'm not doing any bloody spirits at the moment, because
I
I'll
can't do
come
that.
down the bed, and if I feel like it, and it's not the fact that it's not a mental health thing, it's the fact that I get a taste, and then I'll see some cherry brandy or cherry Jack Daniels or whatever, and I'm thinking, let's have a sip. So you pour a glass, about that much, half a pint, and then you neck it, and then about an hour later you think, well, that didn't taste too bad. I'll come down and get a bit more, and it's deadly, yeah. And yet I'll go out.
Should we get a nose on this?
Yeah, let's go. And again, there's not much on the nose.
It's not how I remember it. It ain't how I remember it. It's a weird smell.
Let's have a look at the back.
Go on, you do it.
So it's 4.5%.
Yeah, we got that bit right.
And it says here, this hauntingly good pale ale is full of citrus and biscuit aromas with a spookily hoppy bite. I am kind of worried that too many of these breweries are lowering the ABVs and we're losing the true.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I'm getting out of this, but it don't smell.
No, there's little to nothing.
I'm getting a kind of.
There's a note of citrus.
Yeah, it's malty. There's a slight citrus twang underneath that, but it's more. I'm also getting a kind of medical kind of notes to it. He's miles ahead in the comments. I can tell.
Don't put your nose near because you get it up your nose if you go too close. Okay.
Well, you get a proper whiff of it, wouldn't you?
I've got malt now. I've got malt and citrus up the nose.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more impressed with the Hobgoblin's aroma than this.
Yeah, Hobgoblin was better. Yeah.
On the aroma,
nice
anyway. But
beer, to be fair.
Yeah, nice kind of coppery. They're kind of the same.
It all depends on the light, because in one light it looks amber, and in another light it looks copper.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
It is.
Oh well, let's give it a taste then. Cheers.
There's a biscuity note, there's a citrus, and then I get metallic. God knows where metallic comes from, but I do get metallic.
I was getting that on the aroma, and now it's come to me, as you said.
Yeah.
Although I'm going to give it a while. Obviously, you're going from one beer to another. Sometimes you get a mixture on the palate. It can clash. So we'll give it a bit.
I always think you've got to be halfway into a beer at least before you get the true. Your mouth, you've washed your palate down. You can't judge it too quickly.
Generally, though, I think, well, every time I've had Ghost Ship, it's been really quite pleasant. Interesting. Citrus Pale Ale. It's classed as an English Pale Ale according to Untapped, but I don't know about that. I think sometimes they just say, oh, it's from England. They put, oh, it's an English IPA. Then they don't look at what goes into it. That makes sense. So I don't know. But it's definitely more of a maltier pale ale, like the IPA.
It's definitely got
Which
a
is
bite
like,
in the taste.
it's there, isn't it? It's slowly getting better, if that makes sense. With each sip, it's bringing back memories of what I remember about it.
I mean, for me, if you're gonna drink any of the Adnams, and everybody in the chat will probably take the mick now, but I would say Broadside is probably the number one Adnams beer. You know, just for the taste. But obviously, we're in the summer, so we need a summery beer, not a winter beer.
Yeah. It's have you had Broadside?
Yeah, I vaguely remember it. You know, yeah. Slurpee, I know Slurpee's had Broadside.
Yeah, he likes a bit of it.
Yeah, that's his Broadside. And his Old Tom. He likes Old Tom. He's a good lad. And you do know one day that you might get a parody as well. So it'll come at some stage. There's bound to be a parody. Yeah.
I mean, has he got a hat? If he's got a hat,
he'll get a hat. I've no doubt. Yeah.
No, I mean it's all fun.
Fun. Never take anything too serious. I mean, I don't think all beer reviewers. You could do it to all beer reviewers. Some beer reviewers will take it, and they take it the right way.
I take it as a compliment.
Some beer reviewers would take it very much the wrong way, and I would think so anyway.
Well, they're the ones I'd target then. You know what I mean? Who are you going to piss off today? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, come on, smile for goodness sake.
Oh dear. I mean, if I was a real cruel person, I could rip the hell out of some, but obviously, you know, I'm not a cruel, so I don't try and be anyway. He's talking Broadside again.
Yeah, I'm 10 minutes behind already on the comments. So it is what. But I'm not. You know what? I'm not even going to. It's just no offense, but yeah, I'm just going to keep it. Right. Let me just.
I sometimes wonder. You know, with the StreamYard,
he's got the hat. He's got the hat as well. So.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I thought
I've got the hat to play.
Message.
Oh, bless you.
Oh dear. I've got
Jake there as well. Good old Jake.
Cheers, Jake. So I appreciate everyone watching. I was trying to keep up with comments, but it's impossible on StreamYard. It
just make you wonder whether going forward with collab reviews is that. I mean, at some stage, I need to get myself something like a Chromebook. Because my phone's too small. I can't see on my phone. But having, it does taste a bit metallic. But having somebody like me who's also got a laptop in the background and just getting the best out of StreamYard, because StreamYard's good. I mean, you can't do this on YouTube. You can't do this double. But then having somebody who's got the ability to see the comments coming in and then just diving onto the comments and you know, picking out. Obviously, when people are talking, that's one thing. That's fair play. But picking out the elements that we all need to hear about, that's another thing.
Yeah, no, I've zoomed down all the way down to where we are now. So there we go. I'll do that, but I'll probably just read them out as they come in. So yeah.
Although Thomas has just said that Chromebook sucks. So
right. Hey. See, I don't know. I've not got one. So
although lots of people talk.
Yeah, I am going to get a decent PC in the coming months. I've been saying that for a few months now, but I will treat myself. I mean, this room eventually will get sorted out. It just needs things to like hurry up and open up and that sort of stuff. Cans are better. All right, okay. Cheers. I don't know if I've had a can before of Ghost Ship.
No,
I don't think I
don't
have.
think I have either. No.
I've seen them about, but it's just, it's like, it's just, I have to go shit. And what else is around, But,
I mean, Liam
I know,
just asked, is StreamYard just for collabs? Can't you do it on YouTube? I mean, I don't know. I'm still very much a newcomer to all this.
you can't. I'm pretty sure you can't do this on you, even if you're like monetized or whatever. I'm pretty sure you can't. I'm pretty sure you can't.
It's a shame, isn't it? Because it would be good to use YouTube's servers and the ability to see the, to get it all, get the comments showing up straight away.
Yeah, I'm sure someone will come up with something. I mean, during lockdown and stuff, everyone's been on this.
Yeah, I think in years to come, with
something will come along.
With technology. I mean, I've owned a website for 20 years, and it's a bit outdated now, but someone's bound to come up with some software. Even YouTube themselves. YouTube aren't daft. Google are not daft. They'll be looking at the likes of StreamYard and thinking, right, we need to make our own version of StreamYard. They'll do it at some stage, which I think will be a good thing in the end. How's the beer going now on your side? It's interesting for me because I don't see you drinking traditional, so I'm really enjoying.
I don't think it's 100% what it should be. I'm getting that kind of element of that citrusiness, but it's more. There is a slight metallic edge underneath all of that. It's kind of slightly off-putting, unfortunately. I thought this would be the better beer of the two. Maybe I need to try it on can, as Jake said. Give it a whirl on there. But I mean, I'm not gonna. I ain't throwing it down the sink or nothing. I'm gonna drink it. But I was expecting a little bit more, to be honest.
Yeah, there's definitely metallic coming through. There's definitely citrus. There's a hint of biscuit, but that metallic is definitely there. It's really there, really at the forefront as well. It's
not. Yeah, I was going to say it's not. It's not a lot, but unfortunately, what there is, it's taken over the whole vibe and general flavour of the beer. I've had more metallic beer before than this. That's been really a struggle, but I still drink it because it's beer. But
I mean, to be fair, there's not many beers I won't drink.
It's a bit like you powering through that Aldi beer. What's it called? That awesome IPA thing. Yeah, twice as nice. Yeah,
our good friend Mr. Mersey Beers in the chat. He chucked it away after a couple of sips. It tasted the TCP. I remember him saying we was on the live or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Now Adnams on cask is really good. What I've had on cask from them has always been really good. I think Slurpee. I just saw that comment just a minute ago.
Raggy way.
Raggy way. But no, it's it's surprisingly disappointing, to be honest. I mean, considering it's the best before January. I mean, I don't know how long they put on their bottles. Is it a year?
Yeah, I mean, let's be fair. Tradition. When you're talking craft, and I've seen you on craft, and you're looking at the dates when it was canned, and you see a lot of this. Only in the last few months have I learned off the likes of you and other beer reviewers that on craft, it's all about the date. Whereas for me, I look at the best before date and I'm thinking, okay, so yeah, the best before date. But with craft, the earlier, the better.
Yeah, I mean, especially obviously more of their hop forward beers. I mean, not all of the craft beer breweries generally. More and more are starting to do the canned on date or the bottled on date, You don't see many bottles in craft beer these days. Everything's cans now.
Yeah.
But I mean, back like 5-6 years ago, there was still a hell of a lot of craft beer breweries bottling. Even like Cloudwater were bottling, you know. And I remember saying back then, I said, sooner or later, everyone's going to go into cans. And pretty much everyone, apart from the Colonel Brewery, which I don't want them to can. I want them to stay where they are in bottles, brown bottles. The Colonel are just like, stay as you are. And I think they will as well. But there's loads of comments coming through here. So I feel guilty that I'm not reading them all out. But we wouldn't get our chat otherwise. It's just...
it's a struggle.
I know a reviewer. I know there is a reviewer that literally, you know, reads through the comments and stuff, but we ain't going to go there. But right, so there you go. I mean, I very rarely have bottles in the fridge these days. It's just everything's cans.
You know the strange thing. I mean, obviously, I worked on Sainsbury's. The BWS department for 5 years.
Yeah.
And we watched the decline of cans. Cans had, say, 2 or 3 plimps. It went down to 1 plimp. And it was like, wow. You know, cans were going to be non-existent. 6 years later, since I've left, cans now, because of craft and craft only, cans of, I mean, apart from like, you know, bloody John Smiths and stuff, but cans really have, you know, come back into the equation. And now you find out that bottles are on the decline. The traditional breweries are getting a thumping.
That's a good deal. Eight bottles of Golden Hen or Crafty Hen, 25 quid.
Well, Golden Hen's a quid a bottle in Morrison's, so it's not that cheap.
Well, that's not a good deal then.
And Crafty Hen's on a 4 for 6 in Tesco, so you can get 8 for 12 quid. Depends where you live in the country, though.
I don't even know. Because it shows you what I look at. But
I'm just tight, and I don't have a lot of money, so I have to shop where it's cheap. Yeah,
that's fair enough. It's fair dues, but no, it's what was I going to say? It's gone now. It don't matter. But no, yeah, halfway in, ring that bell.
Is that really bad on your end? One does apologise to everybody in the comments. I do apologise.
No, I'm not.
No, I don't really.
But no, it's different on doing it on this. When I watch you normally, it doesn't normally have that kind of.
It doesn't ring your bell.
It doesn't ring. It's got a different ring to it. But yeah. Anyway, I digress. This is. I mean, it's all right. It's nice to try it again, but I might be avoiding the bottles in the future. I think it's kind of one of them.
Yeah, I mean, let's be fair. Adnams are a big brewery, more traditional than craft. We all know, and obviously, Broadside. Whatever you say about Broadside, is their #1 beer. I mean, I've had Broadside on draft, and it was exceptional. That's the first time I ever drank Broadside, steaming on it. And I'll tell you why. If anybody watched that drunk beer review the other week, the one where I was pissed up, obviously, and I was drunk.
Which one's that? Which one's that?
It's the one where I'm at the table. Yeah, there's a few. It's the one where I'm at the table, and then someone says, "Billy is our leader," and then all of a sudden she shouts out, this woman, she was a shitty woman, horrible person, and she shouts out 173, and below her I went 173, and I was doing this for an hour, and God knows how they didn't kick me out.
It's a shame there wasn't more videos of it.
Oh, I know. I tried to get them because if someone took a video of me for about 20 minutes doing that, you'd be pissing yourself.
This is the thing with. I mean, how long ago was that? You say 3 or 4 years ago?
It was back in 2000. Ooh, it was Christmas 2014 now. So yeah.
All right.
I've been left there.
I mean, that was
No,
I mean, now everyone. 2018. Everyone's got a phone, so you're in that era of you're going to come out with shit. You don't realise people are, we'll wind him up and get a video here you go, and then send it to him that next day when
And then in the taxi, in the car afterwards, I was steaming. I was already gone. I mean, beforehand, I'd had a whiskey at home, then took the bus into town, got to the workplace, or got a lift. I think I got a lift actually. Got to the workplace. Someone's got some 55% rum. So I says, yeah, I'll have a drop of that, fucker. Pardon my French. And I'll have a drop of that.
Right.
And so I had some rum. Then we went to the pubs. I had 5 pints. Broadside as well. Yeah, broadside.
Broadside. Yeah.
And yeah, and Castle Rock beers as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And then somebody had a whiskey flask with Jack Daniel's honey in. And you know me, it's like someone offers it, you're like, go on then, pour it out. So I did. And he poured loads out and I drank it straight away. And then my workmate, Zoe, she's at the side of me and yeah, she's at the side of me giving me water. And then all of a sudden, what they do, they had these awards and they were giving out the award, Best Gardener of the Year. And I'm thinking, well, it's me by a mile. I'm head and shoulders above everyone.
It's me by a mile.
That's not being big-headed. I was, nothing about being that. And then somebody got it who totally and utterly didn't deserve it. And he wasn't a good gardener. He was a bad lad. And it's like, so you're giving him the Gardener of the Year, and he's a twat. And that all of a sudden, when you've had a drink and it just triggers that, it just all of a sudden the box has been ticked. It's like, right, I'm going to be abusive. So when they started doing the bingo, I was, and they started shouting out numbers. I was doing. I
can't imagine you being abusive.
Not horribly abusive, but abusive in a funny way. I was taking the piss.
Yeah, that's the same as me.
Yeah, on a grand scale, I did not care.
No.
And the funny thing is, the boss of the company, me and him got on massively well, and he knew my sense of humour. So people are complaining to him, and he's saying, "No, it's fine. It's fine."
Well, that's a license just to
really abuse them.
Really abuse that position of friendship, basically, with your boss, and both barrels. Yeah.
I mean, it was never aimed at him. It was aimed at the others. And he would know that because he would know where I'm coming from. And especially when that Gardener of the Year and you give it to somebody he couldn't tie my shoelaces. And it's like, his version of weeding is with a strimmer. But,
yeah.
That's the problem with workplaces. Too many politics.
Well, there isn't any most workplaces, and it's just can't. The trouble is, they want you to give a shit all the time while you're there, and I can't. I can bullshit my way through stuff like we all can, just to toe the line, as it were. But you couldn't give a fuck inside. It's one of them. It's one of them things,
You treat your bosses and your employers the way they treat you. If they treat you fantastic, then they get it back. Good people get good back. It's as simple as that. Yeah. It's how it should be in life. Treat people. There's always going to be somebody who's a bone idle bugger who don't want to do the work, but that's that.
That's a Tommy Cooper gag. I'm pretty sure of it. I like Tommy. Yeah, he is my icon for humour. It's simple, but I do like that's good. I like that sort of stuff.
But there's good people. You work your arse off, and then you see idiots taking the mick and getting all the praise and you not, and you think, nah. Right, I need to go for a quick break.
No, go.
Break.
Yeah. Oh, don't go for a shed piss. Go outside. He's a lad. There's probably a flower bed just outside of his shed. That is absolutely like heads and shoulders above everything else in his garden. I reckon he's. So we've got a lot of people watching, so I really do appreciate it. This guy is just an absolute breath of fresh air to the reviewing scene. I think in the UK, I think he's. I mean, whether people not, I don't. I like listening to him, not about the beer, but it's just everything else. He's just so good. I hope you'll feel the same way. He's just great. Hopefully, we'll be going up to meet him in August. So, August time, I'll be coming up. I was looking at hotel. Yeah, I need to do the same. Not in the garden, but yeah. I'll end up getting police round if I do it round here. But yeah. So yeah, August coming up in August. So you got Friday. You got the Friday tickets. Friday evening tickets, not the
Friday 5 till 10 for Nottingham Craft Beer Festival, and right. It's very exciting around that Sneinton area because you've got Neon Raptor, you've got the King Billy Pub, you've got the Castle Rock Pub. I can't remember the blooming name of it. But Liquid Light, their tap rooms opening up around that same area. Adventure Beer, who I get beers off, even they are opening up a shop or a unit in that area. Sneinton is going to be quite the area of Nottingham for craft beer. Yeah, and obviously there's not just Sneinton. There's tap rooms and good pubs in Nottingham itself.
I had a look. I haven't booked it yet, but there's obviously that hotel you mentioned, which is fine, not a problem. I'm probably going to be coming up on the Thursday. Yeah, going back on the Sunday. Thursday till Sunday. I mean, in August I'm going to be based in London anyway, pretty much. So it's a lot easier for me to just a couple of days here, a couple of days there, take my daughter there, do this, do that throughout the whole summer holidays kind of thing.
See what I'll do. I'll chuck a couple of days off work, and you can meet the wife, and we'll go for a beer.
I mean, I know that from the station to the place I'll be staying is about 3 miles. So I'll probably just get a cab at the station.
Yeah,
and then just
or you let me know. And if I'm not at work, let me know. We'll drive down, pick you up. It's not a problem for me.
Yeah. I mean, we got time to sort that sort of stuff out. Anyway, I'm bursting, so just going to water the toilet. So back in a sec. Oh, keep them entertained.
So everyone, good evening, and it's. I can understand you need a wee. Wraggy will put a tent over his flower bed for you. I don't put tents in my garden, not having that rubbish. So, welcome everyone, and it's been a good collab. I am learning. I try to be genuine, Sam. It's the way you are. We are what we are in life. And the best people in life are those that are totally honest, don't lie, are truthful all the way along. Make you a crocodile sandwich and make you happy. The bell. So I'm learning. I got my new motor yesterday. Yeah. BMW. The wife's loving it. Yeah. I'm not. I haven't even drove the bugger. Yeah. I've washed it for her today as well. I've washed all 3 cars. Hoovered out my son's car. I've now got the wife's car. I've now been demoted to a Skoda. A Skoda. Hi, Jackman. What's going off with the football? Who's winning? Just out of curiosity. So, if I do collab reviews with anybody, and this is where it's interesting. So, I'm using both Dean and also Craig as my way into doing collab reviews, so that I can say to them, I'm going to catch up on the comments, because I can see the comments. Not bother with the StreamYard comments, because I think the StreamYard comments are as slow as shit. Personally, a lot of no, it's a nice car actually. Yeah, the wife. I mean, we're gonna. When we get to the weekends and we go driving, I'm driving it. Yeah, the wife's not driving it. Oh yeah, Raggy at the wheel.
Raggy at the wheel.
He's back already. Bloody hell, didn't take long here. Is your toilet next to the?
It's next door, literally there. Yeah.
Ah, fair play. It's a good thing I won't slagging you off. I won't do it anyway. Just like
no, I hope you were. That's fine. So
that's not me.
Yeah, I know you like StreamYard, so there you go.
Yeah, it's interesting because I'm learning that one day when I get the ability to do StreamYard myself, and I bring people to do collabs, and I'm interested because, you know, it's interesting to hear your point of view. And moving forward, you know, there are so many beer reviewers out there, and it's all about letting other people know about that beer reviewer. You know, I am never one to think that I am this, I am that. I don't, you know,
no,
I am me. You know.
No, I'm kind of I'm quite laid back, apparently. Yeah. So, which I am, although I'm not as laid back as I used to be. Can you believe that? I like doing this. I love listening to what other people have got to say. I don't want to be the one. I'm just the host, you know. And I generally let when it comes to hangouts and stuff, I let other people talk, and I don't want to interrupt them. And because most people who watch me know what I'm like anyway, so it's not. It's more of a kind of a look at these people. These people are great, you know. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I just saw that. But no.
The Flintstone car.
Yeah. But I've got a little bit left here, and I've got a couple of beers on the side here, like you do. Yeah, that same level.
You've got to have a beer on the side, haven't you? I mean, you know, for me,
I've got two on the side. Well, not that side, but I've got these on the side. So
have you?
Bless you. Yeah.
You don't know that, do you?
No.
Craig is the host with the most, and I think you are a good host. I mean, let's be fair. You know, I've obviously for 2 years, well, more than 2 years, I didn't take any notice of the whole beer review community. Not because I was being a knobhead.
No, I knew that. No, but I knew. I remember reaching out to you last summer, and I was like,
"Did you?
How do I do this?" Yeah, I've sent you a few messages, and I was a bit careful because I knew I was watching you and stuff, and you was going through your stuff, and I thought, well, no, I'm not going to take offence, or because I know what it's like. I know what it's like. You don't want to, you know. I get like it. We're not people are like phoning. I can't. You know, you have to be in the right frame of mind for that.
Yeah,
it's even stranger with someone you don't know. Who's this random messaging me? You know.
See, in the very, very early days, I was on about 36 subscribers or something daft. And Dean, he was the first person. Would you like to do a collab? And I'm thinking, oh, yeah. And I looked, and he'd got something like 1,300 subscribers or something. And I'm looking, I'm thinking, shit.
Yeah, Dean.
This bloke's fucking like a Rolls Royce, and I'm just some dickhead who's just talking rubbish. And
Dean's
you know,
Dean's
I was
great.
too frightened.
Dean's so down to earth. He's a lovely guy. He's doing really well. He's doing really well. He's almost at 2,000 followers now, or friends of his channel, which is amazing. I'm very grateful of where I am at, because I never, you know, I'm still me. Hopefully I haven't come across I've changed. I just done it for something to do back in 2015 and needed something to do, and this was it. It forced my hand. I went into it.
It's a great hobby, and you know, I mean, I did not know that you actually reached out to me last year. And
yeah, that's right. That's all right.
I think it was this time last year.
I reckon it was about July. I think it was about July I reached out to you. So, yeah,
see,
it was that period of time, because it's one of them deals. You watch someone for a while and then you see them kind of go through things in life like we all do, and I felt I've got to talk to him, you know, and that, you know, and that's it. It's just the way I am. It's the way I am with people. If anyone's going through shenanigans in life, or that bumpy road part of life, then I feel implied to say,
and that's what good people do.
Try and help, but then not force the issue if they don't reply. Just leave it with them, and because you don't want to be over the top, you know. Trying to find that balance. That's I've always been like that. It's just
see, I didn't know about a lot of the comments. I clicked on, there's a bell on the YouTube page, and I clicked on that bell, and there was comments. And you know, in some ways, because I was going through issues, I didn't see. I now I've got YouTube Studio, so now I see every single comment and I reply.
Yeah.
And to be honest, when I'm at work, it gives me about 10 seconds of respite. Quickly tap a comment in, and then get on with my day's work. But you know, this time last year, and I know that this time last year I was still in a good place. I think it was the beginning of May up till August where it started to go downhill, and there's a couple of reviews, and I'm going to post them reviews. When I find the reviews, there's some very, very dark reviews, very dark. And it's not that I want to post dark reviews for people to be
no,
but I want to show people that even people in a mental health state that are in the darkest area they've ever been in their life, you know, they've pulled out and they've got out of it, and they are in a better place.
I've seen the change. It's been quite remarkable, to be fair. From July last year to now, it's like chalk and cheese.
And you know, the community, you know, there's a lot of people in the background. I know their names.
I know
like
a lot of
you, Mersey, Adam, and Greg.
They've helped me, of course, since October and stuff like that. I took about a 2 or 3 week break from it. I said I can't do this, and then I done an off camera, not hangout, but almost like a podcast. And I was off camera the whole time for about 2.5 hours or whatever it was, and with what I went through and stuff, and just trying to. I'm still figuring stuff out now, you know, and still can't quite get. Even now, I can't get my head around it. It's just it's a weird one, but I mean, I'm all right in myself. That's one of the reasons it's one of the reasons I do these kind of Friday night live things. It's just it's more, and I've said it in other reviews and stuff in the past, where it's more of a kind of you take your mind off what's going on back there, and I don't want to bring people down with all that every 2 seconds, but it's actually helped me to talk about beer, having some friends on, and having a little chat with people on, you know, on camera and stuff. It's been really nice just to forget about everything else, try and be normal, because I know there's lots of other people going through stuff as well, you know, and then talking to other people. And that's been my therapy, to be fair. It's helped me through these last certainly through lockdown. So I've only probably been doing it through lockdown. And all right, things are opening up. There's not as many kind of people online, but it's not about numbers and likes for me. It never has been. It's more about, even if it's just one or two people talk to them or whoever's on your panel, and that's helped me massively, you know.
Interacting, you know. When you're in a dark place, interaction's key. And do you know, I've had so many people message me, and genuinely, and I say this to the wife, and I'm like, I've got tears in my eyes when they say that listening to you has helped me through lockdown. I've been in a dark place. I've watched you. You've come out of the darkest of places, and you know, that's so humbling. And
we help each other in different ways. It's just if it's through listening or interacting. You've helped me with probably without realising. Hopefully I've helped other people without me knowing as well, and going through stuff, and that's it. People need to love each other more, you know. Yeah,
it's all, I mean, for me, you know, if anything the last year has proven is that the human race needs to grow up. Colour means nothing. Religion means nothing.
I just
stop playing the colour card. Stop playing the religion card. Be nice people. It's all about being nice. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
Be nice to people.
Just be
it's
human.
what it's all about. Yeah.
But no,
help people.
But then they're also on the flip side of that. Now things are opening up and going to pub gardens and that, and you think to yourself sometimes, there is some real twats in the world as well, you know. It's,
well, I've worked on a park for 22 years. You see a lot of twats.
Well, no, but I mean, during lockdown periods where you've not seen people and stuff like that, it kind of emphasises actually you realise more that there's because you get used to it, didn't you, in normal times. When you haven't been around it for on and off best part of a year, and then you hear twats, you think, fucking hell, I've not missed this, I've not missed that. You know what I mean? It's got that kind of, most of it I miss. I haven't actually missed the pub that much. It's more been the interaction with decent people. Pub wise, I've not really missed it because I've had my interaction kind of fix way through doing this throughout lockdown.
Virtual stuff. Yeah, it has been good. Ever since I could start doing lives properly again, you know, with on the phone. Since I reached 1,000, because obviously I didn't have the ability beforehand. It was so blooming laggy that it wasn't worth the effort. And basically, I think it was since November, and certainly them advent calendars in December, especially the local one.
I remember watching. How's he doing 2 advent calendars? You know, and you was doing 2 reviews a day at that time. Now you're doing 4.
Yeah,
so,
the funny thing was, I was doing other reviews as well, but you know, I was sneaking them in.
Yeah.
I think that's why my review amount has gone up so exponentially. You know, it's well,
it helps.
It's quite the reviews.
I mean, I'd love to do it, but I just can't. I can't do 4 a day.
No,
I can't. I've cut down. I'll go a bit of a blowout. I'll blow out a bit on a Friday night. Normally pay for it on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And that's it really. But I can't do 7 reviews in the night. I've done a couple today. That's all that helps. And I probably do. I actually feel like a few beers tonight. It's one of them deals.
I may do one later, but I usually do. I mean, obviously, I've changed my lives to 8 o'clock. Good evening, Rod.
Yeah.
And I've changed my reviews to 8 o'clock, but tonight I won't because I've been down here since 5:30, and I'm going to get a bollocking off the wife. I'm down here too long.
Yeah, you're keeping an eye on comments more than me. Sorry, people. Terrible host. Cheers, Rod. Hope you're doing well.
But that's the thing with StreamYard. It's difficult, isn't it? Whereas you're on my phone in front of me. I've got a crappy old laptop, but when it works, it's okay.
So have I.
And I can see.
Yeah, I've got a crap laptop as well. So
I've got the comments on in front of me, and I can pick out the comments that where we're not talking to each other. But in some ways, I'm looking forward to us in August meeting and dissecting beers, and as a beer reviewer, learning off another beer review. It's quite interesting, We all can learn.
I can't be asked dissecting beers when I'm at a beer festival though, because I do it at home.
But you do the neck.
Yeah, well, not neck it, but I thought, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's really good. Getting it, I don't go through tasting notes at beer fest. It's my kind of downtime, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Just tasting good beer.
Yeah, in good company and having a laugh and having some great food and getting a bit pissed and having a good time. Having a good time.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
And then get embarrassed if someone says hello and and all that. That's a bit embarrassing, but it happens now and again. Not often.
Could you imagine going down there? You've just walked into the beer festival and someone says, "It's Kent Beer Reviews," and you're like, "Oh, fuck me."
Yeah, I don't. Shh. You know what I mean? It's it doesn't happen often, fortunately. So, but yeah, I'm not.
It's only happened twice to me.
Yeah, I'm not good. So the question for me, yeah, I'm not going to it. Unfortunately, it's just bad timing for me this year. That's why I'm going up in August. Because I can't make it to the other one. So maybe if they I thought they had it in September generally. If they do it in September again.
The Robin Hood Beer Festival is always in October, always about the middle of October, because we have Goose Fair the week before.
It's going to be a crap time for me. It's going to be shit,
But
but we'll see. We'll see in time. In time we'll see. But definitely
in years to come,
definitely not this year.
Yeah. In years to come. Like when my mum passed away, it's more of a celebration rather than, a celebration of what they stood for and that than anything. And in years to come, obviously not now, it's too raw, but in years to come.
Yeah. I just saw that comment there. I'm just going to put that one up. Well, London Craft Beer Festival is absolutely amazing. For food, really good food.
They're mostly all up, to be fair.
The craft beer festival, food-wise, or the more craftier, they're really good. Camera festivals are not quite as, but then they've got some okay stuff. Once you've had a few beers, I don't care. It's kind of like it's food. So he's going for it again. He's going for it. But yeah, I think it depends. Oh, that's in August, is it? Oh, all right. I've heard that's a really good one, actually. Brewer. It's more progressive. I think they're local organisation than a lot of others. I think they've got I think they've had keg for quite a few years. Peterborough. Maybe wrong. To let me know on that one. Go ahead. I used to live in Cambridgeshire. I used to live in Ely for about 3 years. I'm in the process of sorting out train tickets and stuff like that, doing the hotel and all that sort of stuff. And I'll be coming up on a Thursday probably, and then going back on a Sunday back down to London. So if you're around, that'd be great. Jackman says, just running through a few recent ones. Yeah, it'd be great. Whatever, anyone who wants to meet up, you know. I mean, I'm going to London Craft Beer Festival in August, which will be the weekend before I go up to Nottingham. So it's going to be a bit hectic in August. So I need to get saving. That's for sure. But,
I know, I do as well. I mean, having to pay 2,400 for a new car, it's whack,
yeah,
you know, beer and down.
Yeah, that's a bit of a pain in the backside, really. At least you're all right, though. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I mean, the bloke who had the accident with, let's be fair, neither airbag was deployed, and I think the twat ran into me. I can't prove it. I don't know what happened. It happened in a blink of an eye, and you know, he got out,
Right.
and he was raging at first, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, my neck, oh, my back," and then he was saying, "Oh, my groin," and I'm thinking straight away, I thought, he's fucking playing it here, because it was that minor a bump. I mean, if it's a big bump, it sets the airbags off. No airbags were deployed. So we know insurers, you know, they know what the game that's being played. And then his insurance sent me a letter. Now, I suffer with severe anxiety. And you might have noticed 2 days last week, I was not in a good place again. And it's because they sent me the wrong glass. I do apologise. They sent me a letter with all the bits, and they're accusing me of negligence, not the fact that twat hit me. Dean, good evening, matey.
Indeed. Cheers, brother. Hope you're keeping well.
And you know, you know, for me, I can't wait to meet all of you. You know, not just Dean, Craig, Greg, Adam. You know, all Rob. Because Rob Sands, he's such an amazing, his knowledge is something special. Harry, of course.
They're all different class. They're just different.
All different ages. They've got knowledges in different areas.
They're a cut above. Yeah. They're just all generally lovely people. I'm really lucky to know all these guys, and
you know that's something.
And I include you in that as well. So it's something I never thought about when I first started reviewing beer, that the friendships I've made and that, you know, kind of runs. Talk to these guys most days and yourself, and it's just quite humbling, really. It's you know, we've all got different styles, different views, but when it comes to actually having if you need to talk to anyone, then there's always someone there. It's amazing. But yeah, exactly.
You know, sometimes when we're in dark places, you know, and to be fair, you know, if anybody's going through tough stuff, as somebody who's been there, you know, I'm totally up with that, talking to people, because, you know, one should never be in a corner and think to yourself that you're going to, you know, the only way out is to take your own life. There's never, ever. That's never the option. Never.
Yeah.
You've got to think about family, parents, sisters, brothers, children. Never the option.
Yeah.
Right, cheers. I'll pack a third beer.
Yeah, go for it. Go. Yeah, no worries. I've got a few on the go here, so I've still got a bit of the ghost ship left, so I'll go back to that and just make that. So,
I'm just trying to find one that's interesting.
I mean, when you bought them, they must all be interesting. So,
but you'd think, wouldn't you? And then you buy some that you've already had, and you think, I've had that one before.
Well,
I didn't know.
Well, have that one then, whatever it is. You found
Good
it.
evening, Chris.
So yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to point out this guy. He's been a really big supporter of my channel for quite a few years, and all is well. Cambridge Beer Festival was really decent too. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I went to one in Ely when I was up in Ely in the late noughties. Was it 2007? I moved to Ely, and Christ, I haven't seen that for a while.
Yeah, I've got it for review in the week. And then I plan on doing a battle of the stouts, Mackesons, Murphys, Paddy Murphy, and Guinness. So that'll be interesting.
Interesting, yeah, exactly. But yeah, cheers, Phil. You got cancelled again. Yeah, we'll have a good evening, and I really appreciate you, mate. You're a sound guy. Your comments just gone now, so I've got to come back for it too. There we go. Yeah, cheers, buddy. Yeah, he very kindly sent me some funds to get some beers about it was last month actually. So
that's the kindness of human nature, isn't it?
Oh, it's just yeah. I'm not very. I'm not very good with. It's amazing, but I'm really kind of like get emotional and humble with that sort of stuff. Always have done, but we've got 30 people. Every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it.
30 people watching,
which is for me, which is amazing. Really humbling. That's right. Let me just finish off this beer, the review beer, because we're just having a natter now. So I don't want to get you the red card though, Raggy. That's the thing. So
I'll go till 8 o'clock, and then I think I better go in before I get a bollock in.
Yeah, that's fair. Dude. 8 o'clock. That's sound. Yeah.
As long as I'm not steaming, she's all good.
Well, no, you've had 2 beers. You're on your 3rd beer now, that's not bad for like an hour and nearly 40 minutes for you.
Well, to be fair, I did a Cloudwater review before I came on to you.
Oh right, yeah. So you're going to be steaming then, okay, right.
And then I drank half a pint of homebrew as well. So yeah, that was a good one.
I'm a slow drinker. Although I drink too fast at beer festivals, and that's where I get in trouble. So just ask Rob.
Now at beer festivals, and now am I the only one? And not I'm not just asking you, but everybody in the background. Those that have been to beer festivals, do you go for the strongest beers possible, the box ticking beers first? Because I do. So I went to Robin Hood Beer Festival in 2019. I've already had the magazine, so I've already looked at the ones that I really wanted to try. And on a key keg, there was Liquid Light, Imperial, Interstellar, Galactic Imperial Stout. It was 14%, and I thought, I'm having that bugger. I drank that. I drank a half a pint. I walked away, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to lie down already.
See, half a pint is, I mean, craft beer festivals don't work in pints, though, fortunately. So you could have it's just a measurement, whatever. Generally, it's like 100 ml. I've got the glass
it's
here.
Normally a third or half a pint at Robin Hood.
Right. I mean, yeah.
And you pay so many tokens.
Yeah. I mean, there's some beer festival where you pay for your ticket. It's like 40, 50 quid, but it's all in. You know, you whatever you drink, you drink. You don't. There's no tokens. You just pay for your ticket. That pays for your beer for the 4 or 5 hours, whatever it is.
So don't leave the bar.
Well, no, you pay, and that's it. You just go. It's almost like you're drinking for free. Dangerous shit, proper dangerous. But yeah,
no good for me.
Nah, there's a few. So I just wanted to, yeah. Cheers, Chris. By the way, I did hear Raggy mention that earlier, but yeah, I hope you're keeping well. Not a bad weekend to be fair. Relaxing. Haven't been going crazy this weekend. I've pretty much stayed in, and Little's been chilled out. She's been all right. It's been fairly sunny, although it's cloudy here now. Is what it is. But yeah, not a bad weekend. A few beers and all the washing's done and all that sort of stuff. Little's had her dinner and yeah.
What does she do then? Does she watch a bit of TV and play on computers and stuff?
Yeah, she's on a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, bless you. Yeah.
So that's like, here you go. She got that for Christmas. So I got that for Christmas, and
Children are amazing. You know, I mean, my son, he's got autism, my youngest.
right.
And he's got a mobile phone, he's got a PS4, Nintendo Switch, and he's got access to nearly 20 different game consoles. Because my background is video game consoles. You know, I was into video gaming and hacking video games for the last 20 odd years.
Oh, you're a
So
hacker.
only
Yeah.
beer reviews for 2.5 years. So
Yeah.
I've got more game consoles than you would ever believe. Not that I get to play on them. It's too busy.
No, I mean, I used to get really into the gaming and stuff. They take up so much of your time, but yeah. So he's having these beers today, helping me get over the 10 I had last night. Yeah, I mean, I didn't drink yesterday. I was like, I can't. I was just like, well, steady the ship yesterday and have a few more today, and we'll kind of do that really and go from there. And I'll recover probably a little bit tomorrow, but yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
See, when I go out with beers with mates, and bearing in mind, I've been a bit of a drinker for a while now. I wouldn't say I'm an absolute hit artist, but I certainly can drink. And I'll go on the Mansfield Road crawl, as we call it. All the pubs on Mansfield Road, none of them are mass pubs, Castle Rock and other local breweries. And I'm 7 beers in, and I'm steaming, and I've got to get the bus home. And they all want to go for a curry, and I smell curry, and I'm like, oh, stuff that. Smells disgusting.
I like curry, but not too like spicy and not like over the top spice.
No, I can't do it.
I do like curry though. I don't have them often, but when I do, I really enjoy them. You know.
And I mean, it's interesting. I'd like to do it now. I'd like to go out drinking and do one after another, mixing styles and beers, and just seeing how far I could go without being steaming, to see if I'm any bigger a drinker now than I was like 3 years ago. When that was the last time I really went out. But before that, I mean, I was drinking quite a bit, a lot of home brew. And I was always the first one to fall at the hurdle. They'd all slag me off and say, oh, you drink a lot more than us. And then 11 o'clock, I'm done. I'm going home. They're drinking till 3 in the morning and they're on spirits and all sorts. And I'm thinking, whoa, I can't do it. It's amazing, isn't it? And I'm not sure why that is. It's strange.
Yeah, I mean, shoot us a message on Instagram or something and swap details and stuff. That's if you want to get rid of some beers, I'll drink them. So yeah, it'd be really cool. I appreciate that. But yeah. How's that stout going down?
It's going down nice. So obviously, pure black pour, little I'd say off-white, light tan head. And I've never ever reviewed this, so I will be reviewing it properly someday soon.
Yeah.
I bought the 4-pack.
Have you had gold label before?
I can't remember. Don't think so. No.
Yeah.
I have had one barley wine. My dad used to drink barley wine, but it didn't do him any good. You know, he would get physical with my mum, and which wasn't good in them days. When you're a child, you don't want to see that sort of stuff.
No, not at all.
As an 8-year-old, I had to stand in front of my dad to stop him stabbing my mum.
Oh, Jesus.
And he'd already stabbed her once behind the ear, and I stood in front of him as an 8-year-old. I stopped him because he'd have probably killed her. But and it was a very lucky where he stabbed her. It was very lucky because it would have killed her. But you know, and it's the things you see in life, and in some ways, alcohol. You know, if you can't drink alcohol.
No, I'm very aware of that. So it's and I have been aware of it, and more so since having a little one.
Yeah, I mean, I drink alcohol. I fall asleep. I have a laugh. I snore.
Yeah.
I might go for a piss.
Yeah, so
I might go for a piss in the wrong place, but you know these things.
Yeah,
happen.
sometimes, yeah, yeah. What, in the cupboard or something? So
I'm not saying on your stream, but yeah, I've ruined a perfectly good bloody tablet by pissing on it. Yeah, thought it was the toilet. You know, these things happen. Yeah.
Well, they're similar, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, one day I was totally sober, totally bloody sober. Went for a piss, went into the kitchen and pissed in the sink at my flat. And I don't know what I was thinking. I must have been thinking something else. And I don't even know how I don't even know how I got me bits into the sink. Yeah, that bit will always amuse me.
My sister's ex-boyfriend, he used to like a few beers, but he used to sleepwalk as well. The amount of times he used to go into the front room and piss in the corner and stuff, he's sleepwalking.
That's bad.
It's quite, yeah. They're not together anymore. But
no,
yeah.
Not right. I mean, I've once done it in the bedroom, and once nearly broke the door of the wardrobe, thinking the wardrobe was the toilet. Then once apparently I went into the son's bedroom, opened the door, and I obviously, in my drunken stupor, thought it was the toilet. And then all of a sudden, it's like, the fuck are you doing? And next minute, it was like, whoa. Then I walked into the toilet, had my wee, we got back into bed. But, you know, that's alcohol. It can affect you.
Absolutely. It does. It will always affect you. And
I think that's why the wife gets worried when I drink too much. It's not the fact that she knows I can handle the drink. It's the fact that the unknown, she's not happy with. And that's why I get the old red card.
Yeah.
Now and again.
Yeah. Nah, it's just I've just been more self-aware since obviously stuff's going on. Before I had a saying, "Are you still up?" You know, bursting in or whatever. Now I'm more aware than ever before.
Is that your daughter saying that to you?
Yeah, she yeah. It's just me. It's just me becoming more self-aware.
Yeah.
Doing it myself. Because no one else is gonna. And then you think, oh, I've got a little girl in there to sort out and make sure she's all right. So I need to be all right. So my drinking has definitely kind of dropped off and a little. Although when I have a beer, I have a beer. Simple.
Yeah.
I'm not.
There's nothing wrong with having a beer, you know. We can't let the government tell us that all these units bollocks. No notice. You know, we all know that if you get up in the morning and you'll start necking beer or spirits, you've got an issue. Having a few extra beers at night, there's not an issue there. No.
I mean, I don't drink every day. I probably drink about 2 to 3, well, not even 3, 1 or 2 times a week these days.
Do you? Shit.
Yeah. Although this week I've had a few more, so it's probably more like 4. But generally it's been like 2, 3 maximum. You know.
Wow.
I've been going through a period where I've not been drinking during the week. This is the first week I've had a beer during the week since Christmas. So yeah, I've been quite disciplined with it.
Well more disciplined than I am. Yeah, well more disciplined.
But then I'll spread the reviews out and stuff like that. So
yeah. At one stage I was doing that. You know, when I wasn't using the phone, I was recording reviews and then banging them on when I could. Because nowadays I do a lot of live reviews. It's just half the time I've not got the time. It's like live review, bish bosh bash, get them out of the way. That's my reviews. I ain't got time for the rest of the time. But then last year I had a lot of furlough time. Now I'm working and it's not as easy to.
It's not as a convenience. It's a convenience thing, I guess, time-wise.
Yeah.
But,
And obviously, you know, into summer, life gets busier. In winter, it's not so bad because you've
that's
got a
really,
lot more time when you're not
yeah,
doing anything.
that's right. That's really nice of you, Jake, man. Appreciate it, man. I mean, I don't even know where that is. So, but now you said that, I'll have to get up there. So, nah. Joking aside, appreciate it. No worries. You're right. I'm on. Good H Brewing. This is a Mosaic. Sorry, I keep saying Mosaic. Magic Gardens. It's a Mosaic IPA. I reviewed that earlier. I've still got a bit left, or a fair bit of it left. It's the first of 10 beers I got from them for like 20 quid. So
That's not bad. That's not bad.
it's a really good deal. But yeah.
I need to you know, get some different beers from different breweries, which is why I've been doing shout outs to breweries that are doing some good bargains, just to get
Yeah.
people, the wider community, to come off supermarket, but get beers from breweries that they may never have heard of. And you know, not only local, but local and national breweries.
Yeah.
And if they've got the pennies to spend and they want to spend, then, you know, it's a hint that there's breweries out there. You don't have to go all supermarket.
Nah. It's just. I mean, I will go back to the supermarket beers, but it's going to be a little while yet. It'll probably be in the summer. So
Yeah.
Just going to quickly squint through some comments and then we'll head off here at this point. It's been a really nice chat.
It has. It's been, yeah. I've been down here 2.5 hours. I think I might be getting a bollocking soon.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm just trying to save you from that bollocking. That's why I'm just.
But yeah, thank you everybody in the background for the interaction. I know it's difficult with StreamYard to catch up. I've watched everybody, not just Craig, but every single beer reviewer on StreamYard. It's really difficult. I mean, for me,
I don't mean to miss comments, but it's just
yeah, it is difficult.
Yeah, I'm just going through.
This for me is a learning process, because at some stage I want to bring people that have got, you know, probably a lot less subscribers, and that share that wealth out. You know, there's good beer reviewers that have probably only got about 20 subscribers, like me back in the day, 2.5 years ago, when Dean actually held his hand out to me. And it's a pity that I wasn't brave enough to actually accept it, but these things happen.
But you've done it now, so that's the main thing. You're here now, so it's all.
And I think that for those with for all the beer reviewers out there, for those with mega subscribers, just giving the, you know, some of the newbies a handout, it's a good thing, you know, because there are people that discover certain beer reviewers, and then they see another beer reviewer, and you know, it all helps a community, not just a few that have got, you know, really high subscribers. We're all very different, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. Anyway, so I mean, you do a rating, don't you, of beers generally? So what would you give the Hobgoblin IPA and the Ghost Ship today with the bottles you've had?
Hobgoblin, I didn't rate it that high today, to be fair. I certainly won't give it a world. If I was giving out world gold awards, it wouldn't have got a world gold award off me. It might have got a Marston's gold award, but that's
Marston's. Yeah, well, yeah. What kind of gold's that? A 1 carat? I don't know.
Yeah. No, for Hobgoblin, for me, out of 5, if we're being honest, I think a 4.1 for Hobgoblin. And
that's quite high.
Yeah, I do tend to go on the higher side. Mostly. For the Ghost Ship, I was actually quite disappointed. That blooming metallic taste, it was not the taste you want in a beer. For me, it's definitely about a 3.7. You know, it was still nice.
So for me, I would have given the Hobgoblin IPA a 3 out of 5.
Wow.
And the Ghost Ship a 2.5. That's where I'm at. So
we agree that Hobgoblin was slightly better than the Adnams.
It was better, but yeah, we're just different scores with the beers. But
both weren't that great, to be fair. Not even for traditional.
Yeah, I mean, I've had miles better traditional.
I mean, I've tasted a lot of local breweries that are producing some great stuff. That's not mass produced, doesn't sell well, but it's a lot better. Strange, isn't it?
That's it. But but generally, certainly, Ghost Ship is generally better than that. It's just that bottle. I've had. It's probably the lowest. It's probably the worst Ghost Ship I've ever had.
Yeah, generally, it was disappointing.
Generally, they're for me they're around 3. Well, it varies 3.5 to 4 out of 5. Generally in that realm. But yeah, that's it. Well, thanks, Wraggy, for being on, and appreciate your company. It's been a long time coming, and hopefully we'll do it again in the coming weeks and months or whatever when we're free.
Yeah, but if I have to go over ground again, if I can get some local beers dropped off to Kent, or even when you come up for the beer festival,
I'll
sort some beers out. I'll get some extras you can take back with you to Kent, and we'll do a couple of collabs drinking local beers.
That'd be lovely. Yeah, that'd be good. So I just wanted to. Sorry about everyone in the comments. If you left a comment, I didn't get to you. I apologise, as this man would say. But it's just been a bit for my stream. It's been a bit hectic. So, but I do really appreciate it. And thank you, Wraggy, for joining me tonight and trying out these beers. So, have you got any shout outs you want to do for your channel? What you got coming up and stuff?
No, not really. No. I'm just bursting for a wee, so I can't hold on any longer.
So
tonight, everybody. I'm going straight up the house and trying not to get a bottle.
So sorry about depriving you of his lives tonight, but I'm sure he'll be back tomorrow. Was it 8 o'clock?
Yeah, 8 o'clock tomorrow. 3 or 4 beer reviews. Jobs are good.
Yeah. So there we go. Anyway, once again, thank you for everyone who watches. Or if you watched it after the fact. Wraggy's, all of his kind of, if you look down below in the commercial description, all of your social media outlets are there. So if anyone wants to follow you, and it's all there. And then a bit about the 2 breweries as well. So yeah, thank you very much, everyone, and you have a good night. And cheers again, Wraggy. Cheers, Ed. Take care. Have a good week.